Welcome to the 186th District Court. Court is in session. This is cause number 2021 CR 3230, State of Texas versus Samuel Mize. We're here today for a plea. We're conducting this hearing via video conference using the Zoom application. We're also using YouTube to live stream the proceedings to keep the hearing public. The time now is 10:53 a.m. on the second day of August 2021. These proceedings are official, they're on the record, and they're being recorded by the official court reporter. Counsel and all present are instructed to act as though you were in court, and all instructed not to record the proceedings. If I could have the attorneys make appearances, starting with the state of Texas, please.
Lindsay Shaw for the state.
Carl Alexander for Samuel Mize.
Sir, are you the same Samuel Mize, charged by indictment with evading arrest or detention with a vehicle? Is that you, sir?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to use a function of Zoom called share screen. I'm going to show you the indictment in the case. And are you familiar with this document, sir?
Yes, sir.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, do we waive reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to get out of share screen. I'll note that there is a discovery acknowledgement that's been signed and dated by both sides. I'm doing the same, and I make it a part of the record. And then I'll also note that there is an application for community supervision, and I'll make that a part of the record as well. Sir, we're going to go back to share screen. I'm going to show you a document called the defendant's consent to plea by video conference. I'm scrolling down and using my cursor to circle around electronic signature. Is this yours?
Yes, sir.
By signing this, you're telling me two things. One, you understand normally we do pleas live in an open court, but that you are consenting to do this plea by video conference. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
Secondly, your electronic signature here, as well as all of your other electronic signatures in the plea bargain packet before me today, you're telling me that those are valid as if you personally signed them. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
I approve the consent, make it a part of the record. We're still in share screen, but now I'm showing you a document called the court's admonishments. I'll scroll through because it's several pages, but are you familiar with this document?
Yes, sir.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, sir, I did.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
The bottom of page 3 is electronic signatures. Is yours?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to get out of share screen. By signing the court's admonishments, you're telling me that you understand the court's admonishments, that you understand the rights that are contained within it. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
And that you want to give up those rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
And the rights that you're giving up is the right to a trial by jury. You have a right to confront the witnesses against you. You also have the right to remain silent, which includes the right not to incriminate yourself and not plead today. Did you understand that before you signed this?
Yes, sir.
By signing this, you're also telling me you understand the consequences of a plea and the sentencing range for the offense, which is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
I approve the waivers that are contained within the court's admonishments and make them a part of the record. Sir, we're going to go back to share screen again. I'm going to show you the plea bargain in this case. I'll scroll through for you. Are you familiar with this document?
Yes, sir.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, sir, I did.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
There's an electronic signature to the left. I'm using my cursor to circle around. There's another one to the right. I'm using my cursor to circle around. Are these your two signatures?
Yes, sir.
This document details for me your agreement with the state as far as punishment is concerned, and I will let you know if I'm going to follow this prior to the entry of your plea. Punishment is assessed for 2 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice with a $1,500 fine. There's no application for deferred adjudication. There's no application for deferred adjudication, but the state is recommending that I suspend sentence and place you on community supervision. One of your signatures, the one to the left, waives your appeal outside of the agreement, but the recommendations are to be placed on community supervision for 4 years, have a drug and alcohol treatment evaluation, and perform community service hours. Is that your understanding of the agreement, sir?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, is that your understanding as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to get out of share screen. Sir, I'm not bound by a plea bargain. I do not have to follow this. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir, I do.
But if I do follow a plea bargain, then you lose your right to appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
That's true unless I grant you permission to appeal or unless certain motions are filed and ruled upon. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, any such rulings in this case?
No, Your Honor.
If I do not follow the plea bargain, I'll allow you to withdraw the plea and we'll proceed to trials if this hearing never occurred. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I'll note again, one of your signatures on the plea bargain waives your appeal. Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
If not, then a plea of guilty, no contest to the offense of serious adverse effects on your immigration status. And I'll note that you're certified in the court's admonishments that you are an American citizen. Counsel, do you believe that your client has a factual, rational understanding of the charge pending against him?
He does, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's been able to assist you in the defense?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's mentally competent to waive rights and enter a plea here today?
He is competent, Your Honor.
And then state, did I ask, are we waiving the repeat offender allegation?
Yes, we are waiving, Your Honor.
Sir, to the allegation listed on your indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
You pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, sir.
Is there any other purpose as to why you're pleading guilty?
No, sir.
Other than the plea bargain, did anyone promise you anything in exchange for your plea today?
No, sir.
Did anyone force you or coerce you to plead today?
No, sir.
After going over this case with your attorney, do you believe that pleading here today is in your best interest?
Yes, sir.
Does the state have anything to offer to support the plea?
And state offers State's Exhibit 1.
I've gone over it with my client, Judge. No objections.
It's admitted. I reviewed State's Exhibit 1 prior to getting on the record and find that it is sufficient to support the plea. Sir, I find that your plea was freely, intelligently, and voluntarily made. There was sufficient evidence to support the plea and that you're mentally competent to enter into such a plea, and I find you guilty, sir. Counsel, is there any objections to waiving the pre-sentence investigation report?
No, Judge, and we would request that you waive it.
Is there any legal reason as to why your client cannot be sentenced today?
There is no legal reason, Your Honor.
Being no legal reason, in accordance with the agreement with the state, sir, I sentence you to 2 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. However, I'll suspend that. I will place you on community supervision for a period of 4 years. There's a $1,500 fine. You'll have a TAP evaluation. You must follow the recommendations. You'll have 150 community service hours. You'll have 30 days to verify employment. Sir, there's a plea bargain case and I followed the plea bargain. So you do not have the court's permission to appeal. You do not have the right to appeal. I'm also noting you waived your appeal in the plea bargain agreement. I'm making a certification of this for the record. I'll provide a copy of the certification to your attorney to provide to you. Sir, we're about ready to conclude the hearing. When we do, you need to stay on Zoom. I'll have you meet with our court liaison officer to go over the conditions of community supervision for you. Is there anything else from either side in regards to the plea or to the sentencing?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Nothing from the defense, Judge.
This matter is now concluded.